Okay, so this is scene 2. If we hit start, boxes start coming. Small ones go right, big ones go left. Count is displayed right here. If I hit reset, that's gonna Oop, I missed the button. If I hit reset, that's gonna reset the count. And yeah, I mean, you get the picture there. And other important stuff, if we hit stop, it's gonna stop until we hit start again. And also, if we hit the emergency stop, it's gonna stop. Alright, so let's just reset this and demonstrate. Yes, okay. We need to turn one of these off. This guy is off the job. He decided he was fed up. Tired of being the dude who picks up the boxes. Boxes are falling. They're starting to pile up a bit. Man, you can really get a lot of boxes back there. Oh, and hope that didn't scare you too much, but there we go. Everything stopped. Obviously, somebody's gonna have to come pick up the boxes. So let's just turn that siren off. Oh, there. Okay, siren is off. Alright, so how did I do that? That is a really good question. Now let's make that big. So we have two different circuits here. This larger one and then this smaller one. This larger circuit turns everything on, controls all the general processes, and the smaller one is just for the siren and stopping everything when the guy walks off the job and the boxes are piling up. So how did I do this first part? Well, we have it's a little bit of a tangled web, unfortunately, but the basics of it are the start button starts everything. I think anyone can handle that part. We get to the sensors. I'm only using one sensor, just the high sensor. No need to use the low sensor. And when the high sensor is on, then the when the high sensor is on and the boxes are fully loaded, that's very important to have that. Otherwise, they just keep ramming into each other. We have the that's gonna make it transfer to the right, okay? And very important thing about the loaded boxes is that you have it stop the conveyors. Just the entry conveyor, that way you have some time. The other thing is that the the transfer on its own does not run long enough to get the box all the way, and it kind of goes back down prematurely. The way I remedied that is with this timer. So that's going to make sure that after it would normally turn off, it's just going to run for 1 more second, just to make sure the box is absolutely clear of the transfer station, because I was getting like hangups there. So I'm sure anyone else experienced that problem. And then, uh, sorry, I'm just gonna do this in one take. Okay, so this circuit, very pretty simple, honestly. There are these sensors already in the scene. I didn't have to add anything. So they're at the end, right here, and they're called the left and right. At left, at right sensor. They're always on, so you have to throw in a knot. And then what I have is this timer on delay. So if the boxes start to pile up, and then that sensor goes off for 3.1 seconds, it's just a random number. 3.1 seconds, then that is going to start our alarm. And this and is just for the emergency stop, so you can turn off the sirens. Otherwise, they would just keep running forever. Now you notice that I have this whole series of ands right here as well. And the reason for that is that in order to use these timer off these timer off delays, which are kind of dangerous, you got to be careful with them because they will keep running after you hit the stop button. So we make an and condition for every single moving part of the system and to connect that to the emergency stop. So the emergency stop is going to screw up the process, but presumably someone's getting ground up, that's probably going to screw up the process anyway. So we just trigger that emergency stop, and that is going to turn everything off, and everything's going to need to be reset. Now, the regular stop can be hit at any time without messing anything up, but it isn't going to stop the sort. That's gonna finish whatever its current action is, and then stop. That's pretty much it. Hopefully the audio wasn't too terrible or anything like that. All right, thanks. And I'm submitting this before 9 o'clock, notably. Thank you.